Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to the channel for a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Now, in today's video, I'm not going to be talking about news or really about the game very much at all, but a lot of you guys in the comments after one of my previous videos have said that you would love for me to share my top 5 memories from Battlefront 2. Now, Battlefront 2 has been up and running for just about 3 years now, and there have been a ton of experiences that I've been lucky enough to have, and I wanted to share some of them with you guys in a little bit more detail, because I know I touched on some of the things that I've done during Battlefront 2's time, but I haven't gone through it in higher detail. So that's exactly what I'm going to do in this video, and what I want you guys to do is drop down into the comments section and let me know exactly what your favorite moments from Battlefront 2 were. Whether that be a kill streak you got, playing with friends, or anything like that, people you've met, I just want to know what you guys have thought of your favorite moments in Battlefront 2. Now, with that said, I'm going to get into the video. Be sure to subscribe if you are brand new to the channel, because we are always chasing that goal of 40,000 subscribers, so hopefully we can get that in the coming months. Anyways, jumping straight into the video, this is in no particular order of my favorite to least favorite. It's just 5 of the most memorable moments that I've had during Battlefront 2. So the first one I want to talk about is actually the announcement of Battlefront 2. When Battlefront 2 was first announced, I was actually living in the US in upstate New York because I was attending college out there and playing basketball. Now, when the trailer dropped, I was actually sitting working in a gym at the reception desk, and I remember the trailer coming out. Like, when there were people not coming in and out of the gym, I didn't really have to be focused. I didn't have to be doing anything. I could just kind of sit there. I could be on YouTube. I could be on whatever. And I remember the live stream of that trailer actually coming out, and I saw Darth Maul facing off with Yoda, as well as a bunch of other stuff with that release trailer, and it just got me super excited. I played a lot of Battlefront 2015 while I was out in the States, even to the point where if I couldn't sleep during the night, I got up out of bed and I was playing Battlefront 2015. So it was a huge part of my life at that time, and then Battlefront 2's announcement just had me really excited, and I found myself watching the trailer all the time. Like, I just kept watching it back and watching it back, and at this point I really had no plan of doing YouTube. That kind of came further along, but I was super excited for the game at least. So that was one of my first favorite memories. The second favorite memory was actually the release day of Battlefront 2. I remember getting up super early in the morning because my local EB Games was actually opening up an hour earlier. So I got up at like 7 o'clock to get down there by 8, and I had my PS4 Pro with Star Wars Battlefront 2 on pre-order, ready to pick up, already paid off, didn't have to do anything, just had to go in, grab the console, come home and set it up. Now, I already had the standard PS4, which was the actual Battlefront 2015 PS4, but I decided to get the PS4 Pro just to maximize and optimize how Battlefront 2 would look. Now, I got it home, pulled it out of the box, set it up, installed Battlefront 2, and away we went. I actually by this point had started YouTube and I had started streaming, but you guys that have tuned into the early streams right back in the day would know that my internet was absolute garbage. I ran on like 0.4 megasecond upload speed, and my stream was like 360p. It had really bad quality, and it would drop out all the time. Like, I'd have to restart my streams all the time. I only had a couple of hundred followers at this point, but there was some really good support from some of you guys. Even when the gameplay wasn't on the screen and you had a black screen because I had bad connection, you guys still stuck through and you hung with me until that gameplay did come back. So for those of you guys that were here early enough to see that, I appreciate you. Just know that you guys have been around from the start, and I absolutely love that, and I appreciate the support. Anyways, at this point, I was making more and more videos as we went along, and I was really starting to enjoy the process of growing on YouTube and having a YouTube channel that people actually enjoyed coming to watch. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was actually using Movie Maker at this point to make my videos. I didn't have Vegas Pro, I didn't have any fancy software. I was actually using Movie Maker, and it's crazy to think that at this point, I got a DM from Sledgehammer70, who, if you guys don't know, is the former community manager for Star Wars Battlefront 2. So he was Ben Walk before Ben Walk. He sent me a message on Twitter asking if I had an email that he could send something to, and of course, as soon as I saw that, I freaked out and emailed him back straight away. Said, yep, here's my email address, send whatever through. He then sends me through a contract for the Game Changers program saying to take a read, and if I was interested, to let him know. Now, obviously, I had like 400 subscribers at this point. I was not expecting this even in the slightest, and I was just super excited. Like, when I saw that that's what the contract was for, I couldn't say no. I had to get into the program. I hadn't even thought of it. It wasn't even a potential like goal of mine. I didn't even think it was possible at this stage, because like I said, I only had about 400 subscribers, and it was just a really cool moment for me to experience and to have that impact on the community that someone would think that I could be a really good person for the program. Now, this kind of led to an event out in Sweden, and I'm sure some of you have already heard about this, but I did get invited out to DICE HQ in Stockholm, which is where we tested the brand new progression system. We tested Hero Showdown before it was out, Ewok Hunt, Hero Starfighters, and a bunch of other stuff before it was released to the public, and we got to give our feedback on that and kind of tell the devs like where we think they could improve, or from a gameplay point of view, how it could also be improved. So it was really fun. I got to mess around with some really big names like Dash Star, Battlefront updates, Star Wars HQ. We all got to go out to dinner and explore Stockholm together. We got to sort of hang out in the spare time. We got to talk to the devs like Ben, Dennis, Guillaume. It was a really cool time, and it was definitely a memory I'm going to keep with me forever, and I will never forget it. And you guys will see inserted pictures from that trip, which I'm going to put up on the screen hopefully, and you'll see just how much fun we were having on that trip. So that was the third favorite moment for me. Next up is the fourth moment that I thought was really amazing, which was actually the announcement of the Clone Wars DLC. Now at this point, obviously EA Play was running in the States, and I had to wake up at around about 2 to 3 a.m. just to catch the live stream broadcast of Dennis up on stage announcing all our favorite characters, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Dooku, and Grievous for the Clone Wars DLC, as well as Geonosis and everything else that was coming along. Not only did we get that, but we also got a tease at Jedi Fallen Order, which was the new Star Wars single player game that was coming around, and nobody knew that this was being worked on. Nobody knew that this was coming. It was super exciting time, and I recorded the 2 videos at 3 a.m. and I remember whispering through them because my family was all asleep. I was still living at home and I didn't want to wake anyone up. Now, once these 2 videos were recorded, I actually rendered them while driving to the mall. I had my laptop on the car seat next to me. I was rendering them on the way there because the mall had better internet and it was going to upload much faster from there. And I knew it took about 20 to 30 minutes for my laptop to render videos. So once I finished the first video, I hit render. I started to drive to the mall. I got about 3/4 of the way there. I pulled over. It was finished. I rendered the second video, and then by the time I got to the mall, the second video was just about done. I plugged into the Wi-Fi at the mall, got online, and uploaded these videos all at like 5 a.m. in the morning. So I was basically sitting outside the mall with just a good enough connection to get into the Wi-Fi and actually upload it. I was that excited to get a video out for you guys, and I really wanted to be one of the first ones to share this news. Albeit I wasn't, but I was very close. I was one of the top 5, I would say, in getting this news out first, but you know, it always helps when you have better internet and better rendering power at home and not having to drive half an hour to a mall to get there. So was that necessary? Not really, but it was something I wanted to do for you guys because you guys had been showing me so much support up until that point. Now, speaking of support, I want to talk about the 5th and final thing that I will always carry with me during my time on YouTube. A lot of you guys will know that one of my favorite times on YouTube and streaming Battlefront 2 is of course when Count Dooku released into the game. The Count Dooku live stream that I started up was at a friend's house, so I headed over to his place, set up my laptop and my PlayStation 4 and got ready to play Battlefront 2. I launched the stream about half an hour before the update went live, and I was just going to wait and hang out with the chat and then download the update when it actually came out. Little did I know it was about to explode and blow up, and by the time I'd actually switched from my stream starting soon screen over to my live gameplay screen, there was already about 300 people in the chat. It kept going up and up while we waited. It was like really hype moment for this release of the download, and I hadn't even got the update yet. The update wasn't even ready to go. But if you guys remember, this update was actually released on PS4 first, when normally it was going to be on PC first. So a lot of the bigger channels didn't really have access to this update until an hour later. So everybody seemed to be coming into my stream, and we got to the point where we had 2,500 concurrent viewers at one time. I was trending on YouTube Gaming Australia at number 2, and I had over 1,500 new subscribers and past 10k subscribers all within a couple of hours. I think the stream was about 3 or 4 hours long, and we got some stupid amount of subscribers out of it, and everyone showed so much love, so much support. There was so much hype around Count Dooku, and I'm just really appreciative for everyone that was there. So that was really a memorable moment for me as well. I think I'll always remember that. I don't think I'll ever lose memory of like the trip to Sweden or Count Dooku stream or the launch of Battlefront 2 or the Clone Wars announcement or any of the stuff that I've sort of mentioned in this video. I think they're always going to be a big part of my life and something that I'll always remember. You know, when I started, I never thought I'd be able to get to 1,000 subscribers, let alone 33,000 subscribers. And in a couple of years, it's blown up into something massive. And you guys have been able to share the journey with me and come along the way. And I really am appreciative of that. And I know we're still growing. I know Battlefront 2 isn't getting any more content, but it's still an exciting time for Star Wars. And this channel will still be around as long as there is Star Wars to cover. So, you know, with Lego Star Wars, or if it's Jedi Fallen Order 2 or whatever it might be, I'm still going to be around. But I thought I'd share my favorite moments from Battlefront 2 and let you guys in on a little bit of insight to what I thought about all those special moments. Anyways, like I said at the start of the video, make sure you guys drop down in the comments your favorite moments from Battlefront 2. I would love to hear about them, and hopefully we can have some cool conversations and bring up a few of the other moments that maybe I didn't mention in this video. But with all that said, guys, I am going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed this video today. It's kind of a little bit different. It's more of a personal video, but I really hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for tuning in. I will see you in the next one, and may the Force be with you always.
The Sith